Hey guys, it's Miss Tosh. It's good to see you. I hope you had a great spring break and a very happy and safe Easter. We didn't do a lot. We just stayed around the house. So a little bit different than last Easter, but that's okay. Today we are going to go over the final slides for your Google slide presentation. This will need to be turned in, okay? So by the end of the week, so you have from today until next Friday to get this turned in. It's not hard. It's Google Slides. You've done a million of them. We're going to take it slow today and just walk through each slide so that you know exactly what I'm looking for. Easy pass. I don't want any like weird random things. It's pretty straightforward. I hope you guys are doing really well with your other schoolwork. If you guys need any help, please let me know. I know all the teachers, your math, your English, your science, your social studies are working very hard. So if you guys need help with an assignment, or maybe you're not understanding, or maybe you're having problems opening the assignment, just let me know and I can help you out. Okay, so first we are going to get through vocabulary because we need to do that. Right there. Okay, so we're on day 24, I think. First one is pouring, to transfer liquid from one container to another. And a slow cooker, or a crock pot, as a lot of people call it, used for cooking foods over long periods of time with little or no work. Your mama, your granny, your grandma probably use a crock pot. The crazy thing is, Crockpot is actually the brand, and then slow cooker is what it is called. They take a while. A lot of people, a lot of adults, they like to put everything in the crock pot and then they turn it on and leave it sit for like 6-8 hours. So when you come home from work, you come home from school, your house be smelling real good. I use a crock pot here at the house. I use it for church things. I use it for dinners. It's a really good kitchen tool to have and to know how to use. Just be careful if you're leaving it plugged in over a long period of time that it's not touching anything or there's nothing around it that can burn or get messed up. Go to the next one. Roast, to cook usually meat or vegetables in the oven or over a fire. And hand mixer, small electric mixer with multiple speeds used for mixing ingredients. Hand mixers, so useful, so much fun. However, don't get it caught near your hair. It's really fun to use. It's really easy. You guys probably have one at home. If not, that's totally fine too. It's an electric tool, so it will plug in, so just be careful. It looks very much like this picture. Yours might be black, it might be white, it might be silver. Different brands have their own hand mixers. These silver pieces right here are actually called beaters. They go very fast and they obviously will help with mixing, but you want to be careful. You don't want to lift your hand mixer out of your bowl because it'll start helicoptering everywhere and it will get your whole kitchen messy and you messy and mom will be mad. So just be careful if you're using a hand mixer. It's very useful, very helpful in the kitchen. Just be careful. And next one. Okay, day 26. Saute, to quickly fry food by placing it in hot oil or in a frying pan. And cooling rack, metal thin rack that has air holes to cool foods faster. This cooling rack is something that we are going to be using next cooking lab. So be on the lookout for this. Cooling racks are very helpful. If you have cake, cupcakes, a lot of things actually, cookies coming out of your oven, they will continue to bake in your hot pan. That's how you get those edges or those burnt bottoms. So you definitely, when it's safe, when it's cooled down just enough, you want to move them to a cooling rack. That allows the air to flow underneath and over top and just really brings down the temperature without having them sit in the hot pan. So even though they come out and they are not burnt, if you let them sit in your hot pan for 5, 10, 15 extra minutes, that hot pan will continue to cook them. So just be careful. Obviously, getting things out of the oven, just be careful. But a cooling rack is very helpful. Okay, so we've gone through vocabulary. You don't have to write it down. You don't have to memorize it. It's just something that I want you guys to make sure you are familiar with. Like I said, next week will be another cooking lab. We're going to be going over some of these. We're going to be using a cooling rack. So just be on the lookout for that. Let's talk about our project. Okay. Nope. Which one? Okay. There's me. Okay. So project, careers, big deal. Some of you have had questions about the Google Slides, and some of you had questions about the websites and maybe some questions about how to set it up. That's totally fine. Google Slides can be tricky, especially if it's on like an iPad or even if you're on your phone or maybe you're on your home computer. Google Slides can be tricky. So we're going to walk through each slide and what I want. And remember, you have a whole week to get this done. Take your time, make it good, and turn it in next Friday. All right, let's see. Okay, so this is where we kind of left off last time we had class, virtual class. We had this career personality profile quiz. You were supposed to take it. It was 5 pages of questions. It took me maybe 5 or 6 minutes to get through it. I will link the video below or above, wherever it has me reading the questions, because some of the questions were a little tricky. So I will link that again, just in case if you can't remember your scores or you accidentally exited out. That's totally fine. Before I set this whole thing up, I took it and it took me like 5 or 6 minutes again. So this is the page that you should have gotten. If not, just take the quiz again, get the data. Totally fine. You should see a pie chart, pie graph, and then you should see bar graphs, and then you should see some words. Okay? Now, this is Bryn's project. She was a student of mine last semester. It was a great project. Hold on, let's see. A great project. So I'm using hers as an example. Slide 1 is your title slide. Very easy. Get that done. It'll take probably 60 seconds. My career project would be a good title. The career project, my career, something simple, by your name, and then maybe some images, a color. That's totally fine. Now, this is where I think some of you are getting confused, and we're going to quickly go through it. So slide 2 is your data slide. That means all of this information that you're going to get from here is going to go on slide 2. So, again, I took the quiz very, very fast. I would put in my data slide that this was my biggest section, my biggest score, pragmatist. Okay, I would just type that. Very easy, type it. And then I would say my biggest score was organizing. Again, I took this quiz very fast. Okay, and I would put that in my data slide. And then I would scroll down and it thinks I should be an accountant. Interesting. Wow. Okay. So I would put that in my data slide. You don't need the words. You don't need the percentages, the salaries. I just wanted to know that you took this quiz, you took your time on it, and you got some interesting data just to open your eyes to what you could be with your career. Okay. Now, this is where we are moving on. Slide 3, my top career choice and why. It can be from your data. It doesn't have to be. This one, she says, my top career is a surgeon. I want to be a surgeon because they get paid a lot and I love to help others get better. That's great. You title it, my top career choice and why. Tell me what you want to be. Think about it. This data should open your eyes and maybe give you some options. It doesn't have to be. As you can tell, I just got accountant. That's not what I want to be. Okay. So I'm not going to put I want to be an accountant. Now you can, you don't have to. So I would put something on mine. My top career is a teacher. I want to be a teacher because I love children. Yes, I love you guys. And I love creating fun lessons and helping students grow. That would be great reasons. Again, good font, pictures are fine, colors are good, very simple. So that's what you should have already done. If you didn't, I'll never know. But that would be 1, 2, and 3. We're going to go over the rest of the slides so that by the end of this, you should have a full, beautifully done career presentation. Slide 4, schooling. Okay. Now, you might know exactly where you want to go to school for your degree. You might not need a degree. That's totally fine. Tell that to me in this slide. For her, she wants to be a surgeon. She needs a degree. She needs to go to school. So she put in probably a Google slide, a Google page. She probably typed in good schools for surgeons. Okay. I don't want to be a surgeon. So I want to be a teacher. So you will just go to a Google page, good schools for teaching. Okay. Obviously we got some ads. We don't need those. Right here is a list. I went to Ferrum College. I knew that's where I wanted to go. So I wouldn't have to necessarily look anything up. So I would have put, I want to go to Ferrum College. I will need to go for 4 years. Maybe I could find a picture of Ferrum College. You guys might not know where you want to go to school. That's totally fine. Maybe UVA, maybe Virginia Tech. Maybe you want to travel and go outside of the state. That's really super cool. This Google search is just to give you some ideas. So, good schools for teaching. This is awesome. This is some great universities. They have the best elementary teacher education programs. Michigan State, that's cool. I could go there. Or Columbia University, that's in New York. I could go there. University of Virginia, I could do that. University of Washington. So this is just, again, some options. Maybe you want to stay close to home. So you would put good schools for teaching in Virginia. Maybe you're not even sure if you need a degree. Okay. Type in Google, do you need a degree to become a blah, blah, blah. Okay. This is just an easy Google search. It'll give you everything you need. So if that one's not working for you, click on this one or the 50 best value colleges. Okay. Again, you might already know you want to go to Virginia Tech because it's an awesome school. Go Hokies. So then right here, I want to go to Virginia Tech. Okay. Maybe find a Virginia Tech picture. This is just giving you some options. Where do you want to go to school? And of course, if you don't need to go to college, you don't need medical school, you don't need veterinarian school, you don't need things like that, then just put, I will need to get a high school diploma, or I will need to go to a 2-year school or a vocational school. So this is just your schooling. Where are you going to go to school? Do you have to go to school? How long do you have to go to school? For teaching, you have to go 4 years. If I wanted to be a principal, I would have to go longer. So again, just a quick Google search will give you all the information you need. So this is slide 4, and this is schooling. Slide 5. 5 is salary. That's probably what you guys are most interested in because it's all about the money. So I would type in salary of a teacher, simple Google search, and right here, it pops up first thing, big bold numbers. That's all I need. 38,617. That's probably an average. So maybe some teachers make more, some teachers make less. But this is all the information I need. I don't have to scroll through documents. I don't have to look at web pages. This is it right here. Okay. 38,617. So I would come over here and I would put salary, and I will make $38,000 and 617. And she has some pictures. Add some pictures. Again, you might need to Google that, or maybe you know exactly how much money you're going to make. So that's salary. Salary is all about money. How much money are you going to make? For those of you who are going to make a lot of money, remember, you want to take me to the Bahamas. When you make all that money, I would love to go to the beach. Okay. Slide 6. Location. This one you don't need a Google search for. Location, where are you going to live and work? Okay. For Bryn, she wants to live in Richmond, and she wants to work at a community hospital in Richmond. She already knew that. She didn't have to Google search it. Maybe she'd wanted to work there a while. Maybe she has family there. I'm not real sure. But for me, I would put, I want to live in Rocky Mount, Virginia, and I want to work at Benjamin Franklin Middle School. Maybe with your career, you want to live in a big city. Maybe you want to live and work in New York City or Chicago or Los Angeles. Or maybe your career is something that needs a smaller location. I want to live in Rocky Mount. I want to live in Martinsville. I want to live in Snow Creek. I want to live in Roanoke. So you don't really need a Google search for this slide, except maybe if you wanted to find some pictures of your place. But this one, you just kind of put your location. Where are you going to live? Where are you going to work? Okay. Still moving on. Number 7, you don't need Google for this one. Qualifications. This one's really important. What is going to get you the job? What are you good at that will qualify you for this type of job? So, Bryn wants to be a surgeon. So her qualifications, she is caring, she is smart, she is on time to work, and she is patient. Those are great qualifications for a surgeon. Okay. For me, teaching, I would put caring. That's a great one. Work hard, love children, creative. I get to work on time, things like that. If you want to be a vet, you might want to put qualifications. You're good with animals, or you're good with blood work. You're good with people because you have to deal with the pet owners. If you want to be a farmer, maybe you are good. Your qualifications are good with soil, good with plants, good with seasons, weather, climate, things like that. Your qualifications are not coming from Google. Yes, you could probably type it into Google, get some qualifications, but I want you to really think about these. You're choosing a career that you like or that you love. What makes you good for that career? This is something you can think about if you went for a job interview. A surgeon would need to be these things. If Bryn was not these things, she might not get the job. So your qualifications, you're looking at 4, maybe 5, not many. Again, add color, add pictures, but really think about what would make you good at this job. What qualifications can you bring to this career? Okay, and the last 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So slide 8, slide 9, slide 10, and slide 11 are facts. You're going to need Google for this one, guys, okay? Don't just put some opinions. These are factual information, okay? So her first one is fact 1. There are over 826,000 active doctors in the U.S. That's a fact. If I went to Google, I could find that fact. Now, she put colors, she put pictures. That's great. If I were doing my own project on teaching, I'd go to Google. I'd type in facts about teaching. And already, multiple ones are coming up. During an average school day, teachers are spending almost 5 hours on instruction. That's a fact. Maybe you guys knew that, maybe you didn't, but it's a fact. Okay, this is really where those English skills come in. I do not want opinions here. If you're wanting to be a vet, don't tell me vets are great. That's not a fact. Yes, veterinarians are great. We need them. We love them. But I need an actual fact. So make sure you are finding 4 facts. 1 here. Fact 2 will go on slide 9. Fact 3 will go on slide 10. And fact 4 will go on slide 11. Okay? Now, because I am not at school to help you, we are not going to worry about the sources. Okay? I think sources are very helpful. I think you need them. However, they can get kind of hard and confusing to figure out. So Bryn does have a slide 12. For you guys, I do not want you to worry about slide 12. Okay? This is her project, so I'm not going to delete it. But just know you guys will finish with slide 11. Okay? So again, don't worry about slide 12. Finish with slide 11. With her FACS, she used pictures. She used her same color. Again, with the font, it's easy to read. It's pretty. This is your project. 11 slides. Not too tricky, nothing too hard. If you guys need help, please email me or comment or send me one of those private messages on Google Classroom. You guys have been doing really well with that. This can maybe be a little confusing or a little tricky. I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. I wish we were at school because we could do this together and you guys would be presenting them and we'd have a career fair and it would be awesome. But that's not what we're dealing with. You guys still are required to do work, and this is something that should be fun and interesting for you, and I'm excited to go through and read them and look at them, and I really think your careers are something special, and I want you guys to work hard on these. I hope that you guys like doing this project. Again, we would be doing it together as a class. But we don't have that option. So add pictures, add colors, fonts, make it your own. I've seen some of the ones that people have been working on and they're really good. I'm really impressed. So this is due next, hit the microphone, next Friday. You need to have it turned in. I will be checking, I will be emailing you, I will be calling you. And you just don't want that. So you have a full week to do 11 slides. Very simple, very easy. Message me or email me if you have any issues or problems. I'm going to link Bryn's in there so you'll have exactly what is a good example of one. You'll have this video that goes through it. You have access, hopefully, to Google. You should. So you have all your information. If you guys need me, let me know. If you have any questions or with another assignment or another Google Classroom, let me know. I really miss seeing you guys. I wish that we could be doing this in school because our career fair was going to be awesome. But okay, so I think that's all that we need to go over. We went over vocabulary, we went over the slides, and next week, you'll turn this in, and we'll have another cooking lab, and it's gonna be sweet. So I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but it's gonna be sweet, and it's gonna be super easy and yummy, and hopefully Beamer will not be in the next video because sometimes he likes to be in the kitchen, and it gets crazy. So if you need me, let me know. I'm here for you guys. I miss seeing you. I hope you all are safe and healthy. I'm good. Kevin's good. Beamer's crazy. So we're all good here. Yes, that's it. Let me know if you need me. Bye, guys.